Hello everyone, this is RK Singh on behalf of RV Global. I am going to explain you about the unit part. You can see units and measurement of the first part of the physics. So physics, before we start the physics, units and measurements is very much necessary. So now why physics? So physics is the subject which deals with the interaction with our surroundings. So if you have to do the interaction, we have to keep in mind certain things. First thing, now you can think about the ancient ages people, when the humans used to live in the forest or cave something. They were not having any like civilization or development. So they used to do at random life like animals do. Slowly civilization started, civilization came and then we wanted certain standards. Why? Because if somebody wants to exchange also, that was called the barter system, then also they wanted transparency, honesty. But just by the verbal it is not possible. So then they came the measurement. Now comes the measurement of what? So that is the physical quantity. What is physical quantity? The quantity which can be measured. If the quantity cannot be measured, it is not called physical quantity. Like we say, depression, frustration, stress, tension, and so on. So the physical quantity we are going to study in the whole of the physics. So for a physical quantity, we need the measurement. Why do we need the measurement? So see if some table is there, another stool is there, bench is there, or some other brick is there. So if you have to compare with that, the physical quantity, then we need certain thing, and that is called the measurement. If you can't measure, then how will you compare this about the quantities, or can say the matter of the quantities? So that's why measurement is required. Measurement is for the comparison. Now comes the unit. So why the unit is required? Once you measure this, how we are going to express? So basically, unit is given for to define the measurement. So now comes the unit. So slowly, when the civilization became, man became civilized, they became friendly with the animals, and they started farming, cultivating, setting the houses near the river or water resources, something like this. Then in the meantime they thought, okay, no, we should have proper system of everything. So first was the mass, then length, and then time. These three things started almost all together, and these three things became the part of the human life. So mass, why the mass? Because everything, whether you want to buy something or exchange, mass, weight of that was what very required. You want to do. Nowadays also you want to go buy the sugar, or you want to buy the rice or potato or any vegetable, anything, it is in mass. So mass, then comes the length, and then time. Okay, you say something, okay, I will buy this much of land, so length is required. Then time, if you don't have anything, like you are like taking the loan from the bank and you have to return. So what about this? So in earlier days it was the sun overhead. So they used to say, okay, it will come again, then it will come in again. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. But nowadays watch is there. So by the watch or calendar is there. So you can say after so many days, so many years, and something like this. So that was very perfect. So on that basis, all the quantities we are divided into two parts: fundamental quantities and derived quantities. So what are the fundamental quantities? So fundamental quantities are the quantities which don't depend upon any other quantity. They are independent. So fundamental quantities can be divided into two parts: primary quantities and secondary quantities. Primary quantities are 7 primary quantities are there. First one is mass, unit is kg. We all talk about the SI unit, which will describe later on. Mass, unit is kg. Then comes the length, unit is meter. Then comes the time, unit is second. Then comes the current, unit is Kelvin. Then comes the temperature, Then comes the current, unit is ampere. Then comes the temperature, unit is Kelvin. Then comes the luminous intensity related to the sun, unit is candela. And then comes the molar mass. Why molar mass? When it is mass, and one more mass was the first unit. Molar mass is for the very small atom and molecule sizes. So why we described in the mass? The reason was these masses were not constant. Like hydrogen we talk about, they have got the 3 isotopes. If the composition of the isotopes changes, then mass varies. So that's why it was given as a reference. So if you talk about the molar mass, the term AMU, atomic mass unit, that is not in gram or kg, it's basically reference. Now it is reference to the 1 by 12th part of the mass of 1 by 12th part of C12 atom. So molar mass unit is mole. So these are the primary quantities. Secondary quantities comes the angle. Angle is in the of two types, plane angle and solid angle. Plane angle unit is radian and solid angle is steradian. Plane angle, like in school you used to draw 60 degree or 40 degree on a paper, something like this. Solid angle, we take an example of watermelon, and watermelon, if you take cut a part of it, that cone like shape, you can see at the center the angle made by that area is called the solid angle. Unit is steradian. Then comes the second derived quantities. Derived means all those quantities which depends upon the fundamental quantities. For example, speed, distance by time, acceleration, velocity by time. Similarly, we can say force, mass into acceleration, work, force into displacement, then power, work done by time. So all that depends upon the fundamental quantities only. So these are the basic nature of quantities. Now we can say what is the standard of mass and length and time. So for this, we come to the unit system of units. So first, in French they started CGS, and British they started FPS. CGS means CGS, capital CGS, C centimeter, G gram, S second, centimeter for length, gram for mass, S for second for time. For FPS, it is foot for length, pound for mass and second. But CGS unit was very small, so they changed to MKS, M for meter, K for kilogram, S for second. So again, it was for the French system only, so it is called metric system also. So all these were going, but when the derived quantities started becoming larger and larger, then all over the world, major countries united and they told, no, we will have a certain international standard, and that was called SI unit, Systemo International de Units. The term is from the French, and in this, basically the basic fundamental units, MKS units were followed, and for the derived quantities, they gave the short abbreviations, like for force, they gave the Newton. Actually, the force for MKS unit is kg meter per second square, but 1 kg per meter second square is called 1 Newton. So similarly, for the work, they gave the joule, energy joule, power watt, something like this. So that was the SI unit. Now, few terms about the units. If we write the unit with only one alphabet, and then it is in small letter. If that alphabet is for scientist name, then it is capital. If two alphabets are there, then they are always small. All units don't have the plural form. Like there is nothing like meters, seconds, kilograms, liters. Only meter, liter, second. Only singular form. Even for the 10 or 20, something like this also. A part of this, there are various units which are not in part of SI unit, but they are very common. Like 1 liter, still we go to buy the milk or volume, something is a liter. 1 liter is 1000 cubic centimeter, or we can say 1 by 1000 cubic meter. 1 horsepower, this is common, like we go to buy the motor, we say 1 horsepower, 1 HP, 2 HP, 1 horsepower is 746 watt. Similarly, for the far distance, like you want to measure the distance of the sun or star or moon, something, so there are certain units like this, like we call light year. Light year means the distance traveled by light in 1 year. Astronomical unit, capital A dot capital U. Astronomical unit is the distance, average distance between the center of the sun and the earth, because earth revolves around the sun, so it is elliptical path, so distance always varies. So average distance between the center of earth and center of sun is called astronomical unit. Another is parsec. So parsec is basically parallax second. So the earth, the 2 points when it's in path, the angle it makes 1 second in the space, so that distance from the earth is called the parsec. It is basically 1 parsec is 3.26 light year. This is for the bigger distances, longer distances. For small distances, 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom is 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. Similarly, Fermi. 1 Fermi is 10 raised to power minus 15 meter, which is inside the nucleus only. So these are things. A part of this, there are certain prefixes which must be remembered, because prefixes are used to increase the value of that measurement or to reduce the value. So major prefixes I am going to say. So if I take any standard like meter, so if you go up, it's come deca, means 1 decameter is 10 meter. If you go a little more high, hecto. So 1 hecto is 100 meter. Then if you go up, it's become kilo. 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. Then above come the mega. So 1 mega is 10 raised to power 6. Same giga. 1 giga is 10 to the power 9. Then comes the tera. 1 tera is 10 raised to power 12. Then comes the peta. 1 peta is 10 raised to power 50. If you go in the lower values, it is the deci. 1 deci is, you can say, 1 by 10 meter. Then 1 centimeter is 1 by 100 meter. Then 1 milli is 1 by 1000. Then comes the micro. 1 micro is 1 by 10 raised to the power 6. Or you can say 10 raised to the power minus 6. 1 nano, 10 raised to the power minus 9. 1 pico, 10 raised to the power minus 12. 1 femto, again I told femto and Fermi are same. Earlier also I called it Fermi. So 1 femto or 1 Fermi, 10 to the power minus 50. If you remember this much things, for NTSC, at least for NTSC, even for class 11, 12 also, this unit part, basic unit part will not have a problem. It will be alright. Many things like for mass, length, there are certain standards. For both, for mass there is platinum iridium cylinder. For length there is platinum iridium rod, which is kept in the near the Paris, and that is for the standard this one. But slowly everything is changing. So in the changing world, we have to this much. We have to keep in mind that why it is necessary and how to use this one. And by this, there will not be any problem in the unit part. So in the next video, we will come about the dimension and we'll discuss about the why the dimensions are used and what is the purpose. So thank you very much. All the best. Thank you.